Trust you're all doing well. In today's lesson, I'll teach you guys the accounting exam structure for both paper 1 and paper 2, and then I'll advise you on which topics to start with to prepare for your third term exams as well as for final exams. So I've prepared this document that I can share with you guys. Once you've applied for our program, you can just send us an email or text us on WhatsApp. I'll share this document with you guys. So we have examination structure. Grade 12 accounting consists of two 2-hour examination papers, each worth 150 marks, a total of 300 marks. Let's start with paper 1. We have financial reporting and evaluation. Reporting to external stakeholders, corporate governance, and evaluating company performance. It's worth 150 marks and you have to write it in 2 hours. Let's start with the first topic. We have the statement of comprehensive income, also known as the income statement, as well as notes. It's worth 50 to 60 marks, depending on how they set your question paper. Then we have year-end adjustments, final ledger accounts, and preparing the complete income statement with the supporting calculations. Second topic, we have statement of financial position, also known as the balance sheet, as well as the notes. It's worth 35 to 45 marks. You have the ordinary share capital, the retained income, non-current and current liabilities, and fixed asset valuations or disposals. The third topic, we have cash flow statement and notes, worth 30 to 40 marks. You have operating, investing, and financing activities, key notes including cash generated from operations, tax paid, and dividends paid. And lastly, in paper 1, we have financial indicators and interpretation of financial statements, worth 35 to 45 marks. You have liquidity, solvency, gearing, profitability, risk, stock exchange indicators, combined with corporate governance, ethics, and audit reports. Here, you just have to know the formulae, as well as the theory part. You could get some really easy marks here. Let's go to paper 2. This video is proudly brought to you by McDonald's. Download the McDonald's app today and start earning points every time you order your favorite meals. The more points you collect, the closer you get to exciting rewards like free burgers, desserts, drinks, and more. Simply order through the app, collect points, and redeem them for delicious treats once you've reached the required threshold. Get the McDonald's app now for more information and start enjoying rewards with every bite. Where we have internal financial management, control mechanisms, cost planning, and decision making. It's also worth 150 marks. You have to write it in 2 hours. For the first topic, we have reconciliations and internal controls, which is usually question 1. It's worth 35 to 45 marks, where you have your bank reconciliations, creditors reconciliations, creditors age analysis, and the implementation of internal control principles. Guys, I would say paper 2 in accounting is more approachable compared to paper 1. Especially if you attend our lessons. Then question 2 or topic 2, we have cost accounting or manufacturing. It's worth about 40 to 50 marks. We have the production cost statements, ledger accounts, unit cost calculations, break-even analysis, factory overheads, and cost management. Topic 3, we have budgeting and cash management. We have the projected income statement, cash budgets, calculating missing figures, and evaluating internal variances. Topic 4, we have inventory valuation systems as well as VAT. It's worth 25 to 35 marks. It could be 40 as well, it just depends. Where you have the periodic versus perpetual inventory systems, stock valuations, such as FIFO weighted average, specific identification, inventory valuation methods, as well as inventory control and VAT calculations. This is paper 2, and we also have paper 1. So, once you start with accounting lessons, I'd always recommend that you start with inventory, as it shows you how you should do your accounting. Normally, teachers or tutors tell you that to master accounting, you need to go through different question papers, which isn't the best way to study this. What you need to do is to understand the topic, to know the definition, and then know every single subtopic. For example, our inventory videos are complete. We have over 7 lessons in which I do activities, and I believe from the 6th video, I teach you guys the exam question paper. So in inventory, you need to know the definition. Inventory is basically items that you buy in order to resell at a higher price so that you can make a profit. From there, you know that we have 2 inventory systems that I've highlighted here. You have the periodic versus perpetual inventory systems. The periodic inventory system means that you count after a certain time or at the end of your financial year, and the perpetual inventory system means that after you sell something, you consistently count your stock. And I also teach you guys the advantages of these different inventory systems. Then after inventory systems, you need to know ways to value your inventory, which is your stock valuation method. Would you use the FIFO, first in, first out, the weighted average, or the specific identification method? And then I teach you guys internal control, and then I don't teach VAT in these videos, however, they're featured in the budgeting videos. So if you're new at accounting, or if you're not really that good at accounting, I'd honestly recommend that you start with inventory. Actually, in general, as it shows you how we teach in our lessons, we show you guys the basics, start with easy activities, and then we go to exam question papers. So you'd go from inventory to budgeting as well as cash management. From there, I believe we'll go to the cost accounting. We'll do most of paper one first, okay? Inventory, budgeting, as well as cost accounting. And then we'll go to the financial indicators and interpretation of financial statements, where I show you guys the formulae and then I teach you guys the theory part in the easiest way possible. From there, we'll most probably go to the statement of comprehensive income, the income statement, the income statement calculations, or where you need to do calculations when dealing with adjustments. It's exactly the same calculations that you guys will do in budgeting. When you go to our budgeting videos, in the introduction video, I'll tell you guys every single subtopic. And then from the second part, I'll show you guys basic calculations that you should know in accounting, whether you're dealing with rent increase, whether you're dealing with discounts, whether you're dealing with calculating different salaries for employees, as well as basics in VAT. So once you know these basic calculations, you will know most of the income statement calculations. As I know that there are a lot and they can be a bit confusing. So before doing the income statement, I'd recommend the budgeting playlist that we have, so that you have a sense of understanding. Then when you go to the income statement, you'll know exactly what's expected of you. The only difference here is that I'll teach you guys how to post the information, and then the calculations you guys will be able to know. Then from the income statement, we could do the balance sheet and then the cash flow statement. So inventory, budgeting, cost accounting, inventory, budgeting, cost accounting, financial indicators and interpretation of financial statements, income statement, balance sheet, and then we can go to reconciliations and internal controls, and lastly we could do the cash flow statement as well as the notes. It'll just depend on the order. Okay, so please make sure to check the description of this video, as I'll tell you guys the different topics that we have to do as well as the ones that are already available. If you want us to cover a certain topic, you can always send us an email or drop us a WhatsApp text. Our information is in the video's description. So accounting is a very approachable subject. If it's introduced well, you guys will see this when you learn our inventory videos. So I hope to see you guys in that lesson. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.